Episode 86. Will these comics make good film and television shows? Let's go into it. We got Batman 89, we got Planet of the Apes, and we got Wolverine, Madripor Nights. Let's jump into it right now. Alright, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I am your host, Frank Zanca. I'm an award-winning screenwriter, novelist, and comic book writer. And we're going to be talking about these comics and seeing how they're written, illustrated. Are they cinematic? Are they not? Does the storyline hold up to anything? That's what we're going to jump into right now. Before we do, make sure to give me a like and a subscribe. Give me that thumbs up. And if you can't subscribe, please do. If you're looking for anything that I've written, I am on Amazon under Frank Zanca. Pretty easy to find. And if you're looking for anything autographed, we are doing late pledge right now for Lords of LA, which is my vampire mob set in 1950s. And yeah, we're doing issue 1 and issue 2. They're 48 pages apiece, and I have a few pages left of issue 2 left, and we are ready to go. I just got a piece of artwork in today. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right, so let's jump into Batman 89 Echoes. I was really excited about this this series written by Mark Guggenheim, or I think has something to do with the actual movie. I like the look and feel of the original movies. With Keaton, and when he first was announced that he was cast, I was like, really, Michael Keaton, the comedian? But it ended up being very iconic. Probably one of the only good things about the Flash movie, things to that effect. But I'm very put off by the cover alone. So we have Harley Quinn here. Of course, Joker's dead at this point because he died in the movie. And who the hell is this? Who is this? I have no idea. Is it supposed to be Batgirl? Because you don't get Batgirl in this. You don't even get Batman in it. This is issue 2 of 6, which means it's a third the way done, and there's no Batman. How do you write a Batman book with no Batman? It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So I have major problems with this whole situation. So notice the R in the Royal Auto Body. So in this story, we have Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne is in Arkham Asylum, I guess, and he's locked up for being Firefly, which is an arson. See, and then I have no idea who this guy is, but he has the R there as if he's Robin. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. And the faces do look like them. I got to say, the artist did do a good job making Michael Gough. I mean, his face is definitely recognizable. So he gets a loner, and we're talking about somehow this guy, this mechanic, knows things about Firefly and Bruce Wayne and stuff like that. Again, I have no idea. So then we switch back over to, it looks like supposed to be, I don't know, the big face with the thing. I don't know what any of that is. But anyway, he's going through like a test, so you can see Michael Keaton's face there. But he's going through like a psychiatric test, and I think that's supposed to be Scarecrow. That's supposed to be Crane. So yeah, because look at the last thing is we see Batman, and then we see that's the only picture of Batman you'll see the entire issue, and Scarecrow. Okay, so moving right along. He has a lot of scars on his back, whatever. And then I guess that Harley Quinn is not only a psychiatrist, she also wants to do a TV show. And I guess he's talking to a producer, and he's like, yes, I will give you a time slot, and I'll give you a better time slot, and whatever else. And I'm going to go through this really quick because there's literally nothing to this book whatsoever. So now we're in Arkham Asylum, and he's talking to all these people, and he's got a guy there that is he's the TV, he's their TV. He just spouts stuff that's supposed to be on a television thing, and then they literally have a remote that changes him from the things that he says. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. And I mean, now we're halfway through the book already, and there's literally nothing going on. Just nothing. No action, no nothing. They're still in Arkham Asylum. And he gets put down after fighting. Yeah, the ad has Batman in it. And we're still going. Still going. I'm just flipping pages at this point. Because that's how it felt when I was reading it, too. And then, we go to Harley, and she's talking to Scarecrow, and she's talking about, her TV show or whatever else, but she brings all this makeup into, I guess, her psychiatrist or psychiatric group in Arkham Asylum, and she tells them to put on their true face because you can't have Harley without Joker. It just doesn't make any sense. So they're trying to force Harley into this without having the origin of the Joker. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And they're like, well, why don't you put on your true face? And she does, and that's the end of the book. How? Mark, what are you doing? Writing? This is going to be great. We're going to have a whole lot of talking, and we're going to have Harley do nothing, and we're going to have Bruce do nothing, and it's going to be awesome. I'm just going to write a whole shit ton of dialogue. The fuck? What is this? And you got paid for this? I can't get a comic published through the major publishers, and you write this piece of dog shit. Guess what? I have now officially dropped the title. I don't give a shit about what happens to this title in the meantime. I am not touching it ever again. It's god awful. The guy, Mark Guggenheim, must have had an anvil dropped on his head, by the Roadrunner or some shit, because nobody in their right mind is going to write a Batman book 2 issues in, but we haven't even seen the main character except in the Arkham Asylum under Firefly. What the hell? Anyway, complete garbage. Whatever you got paid for that, it was literally charity. And you had me friggin' buy it for, what did I spend on this damn thing? $3.99. At least it was only $3.99, not $4.99. All right, so now that I'm all worked up and I'm all pissed off, and again, what is this fucking cover? What is this cover? There's nobody even on this cover that even appears in the book. Whatever. Okay, so let's jump into Planet of the Apes. Thank God I went through that quickly. So in the storyline here, and I still submit to the fact that Nova did not meet Cornelius and Zira until Taylor showed up. Okay, I submit to that. So this takes place in the 70s movie, where astronauts came down to Earth, and they didn't know it was Earth. They thought they were on another planet because they had traveled so far. But apparently they had just gone around the... I don't know. They went forward in time somehow. And when they came back down, the Earth had been basically destroyed by nuclear armaments where, World War III had occurred. And they didn't know it, and all they knew is that there was talking apes all over the place. And that's because when humans died out, for the most part, the apes had taken control of the planet and had evolved. So I really prefer the look of these, of the makeup, rather than what we have coming up, where they really look like chimps and stuff like that. I prefer the more humanoid look. So anyway, I forgot Zira's nephew's name, but he went into the Forbidden Zone and got captured, so they're looking for him, and Nova's with them, and they run into this stadium that they think is created by apes, but it's like Yankee Stadium or whatever. But anyway, there's mutant humans living in there that are telepathic, and some of them are praying to an atom bomb. There's still one atom bomb left, and they're praying to that. But I think this group is a little bit more down to earth. But his name is Lucius. There you go. I knew it would come to me. they know that he's with a militant group of apes, which are gorillas are the more ape-like, and the chimpanzees are more thought based, so they're the doctors and everything like that. But anyway, they find Lucius, and of course he's captured, and they are torturing him for information. And Zira's like, well, they're going to come and attack us, and she's about to run down there, and Nova stops her. And Nova's a mute, so she doesn't talk, except when she's talking telepathically, where because they're creating a link. I like this too. There's like a little map of what Ape City is, which is down the bottom there. And then there's the neutral zone, and you see the Statue of Liberty's there. And we had that famous thing with the Statue of Liberty kind of half out of the ground. So anyway, this is Zira tells her to read her mind and tell her that she's telling the truth, that she believes that this militant group is going to attack Ape City, which is why they're torturing Lucius, and then eventually they're going to come back and attack the stadium too. So she might as well attack first, and she basically talks her into that. And she has one of her leaders saying, I've been trying to tell you that for I don't know how long. It's only going to take them a certain amount of time before they attack us, so yes, we should do first strike. So she agrees, but she goes to see Nova, and she pulls Nova in her mind into the Wizard of Oz. So Nova is Dorothy, and she is the Scarecrow in this. So we have two Scarecrows in two different books. It's funny. But anyway, so she's talking back and forth. Since she can't, speak through her mouth, this is only way they're communicating. So anyway, I like the general gorilla with the streak of white in his hair. I think that's a really cool look. I used to love the way the gorillas looked in the original series, because there's also a TV series, and I had like the action figures and stuff like that. But anyway, so they bring Lucius in. He's like, I'm going to give you some water. I'm going to feed you. I'm going to send you home. But you got to give me information. You got to give me the info, or you're going to die here for the most part. So they're making plans, and you can tell they're mutants because they have these like burn side. In fact, the guy's eye is like up the other side of his head. So anyway, yep, they start marching on the other Ape City, which is kind of cool. So we have this set up, and we have a payoff, literally in the same issue. Love it. So I love the look. They're really keeping to the look of the TV show and the movies. And they're like, how you expected just to walk right through their security or run through the security? And they're like, no, we're just going to walk through it. So you can see that their eyes glow, and they basically Jedi mind trick the security where they don't even see them, and they just walk right past them. And then they yell attack, and they all just charge into the thing, and then a full battle takes place. And he says, break off and go find your nephew. And the general's like, let's do this. I've been itching for a fight all day long. I haven't even had my coffee yet. I'm ready for battle. But anyway, there's some deaths that take place and stuff to that effect on both sides. Hence war. So she tries to mind control one, and she gets stabbed through the back. And the leader is none too happy about having her friend get killed. And we have she gets lifted off the horse, and here comes Nova. And Nova gets turned off her horse too, and it's going to be concluded. I was so upset. It's only 4 issues. This is only 3 issues, and it's good. And I'm semi-excited to see the new Planet of the Apes movie, but again, I prefer the makeup rather than the CGI. I just like the look of their face better and stuff to that effect, where it's more of a amalgam between a human face and an ape face. I think that if you're going to evolve, you're going to evolve in that way. You're not just going to be a talking ape, which is what we have in the movies. I prefer that they've altered a little bit to where they're a little more human-like. So I'm liking this a lot. I even though it's really just a short story, because we only have 4 issues. There's not a whole lot he can do in 4 issues with kind of creating this, cinematic epic feel. But we have this full battle taking place, and he's trying to fit it. Who's the writer on this? This is, oh my god, it's the same writer? Oh no, it's Sam Hamm. Okay, Mark Guggenheim is on this one. Sam Hamm is on the other one. Yeah, so sorry about that. I yelled at Mark Guggenheim when I should have yelled at Sam Hamm. But Sam Hamm did have something to do with the Batman '89 series. Anywho, I like this a lot, and the Battle of the Apes. I'm waiting to see what happens next. And again, I'm sorry that it's ending. I like this a lot. I prefer to see a movie with that kind of look, going back to the original. They have the ability of doing better makeup now than back then, so I think that would be awesome. All right, so Madripor Nights pits Wolverine and Cap and Black Widow, and they're going into obviously in Madripor, hence the name. But this is taking place like right after one of the books, like in the '90s, early 2000s. It's kind of moving through. That's why she's in black and gray, not black, and she has the short hair, meaning Black Widow, even though she'd be like Gray Widow, I guess. But this is Chris Claremont, who wrote some of the best X-Men stories ever, and still to this day, ever. Like the Phoenix Saga, and all that was all Chris Claremont. Lately, though, he's kind of dropped the ball. Nobody really likes his stories much anymore. But I'm liking this, because it really does feel like a throwback. But they are fighting ninjas that are not really alive. I don't know. It's like that. But Cap throws his shield, knocks the guy out, and she catches it. Although I think that she would break her arm, which is why Falcon can't be Cap, because he would break his arm getting the shield back, and that's why Bucky is a better pick, because he has the metal arm. But I love the fight scenes in here, especially with Widow. We don't normally get to see Widow doing some good fight scene stuff, and this is where he tells her, don't kill anybody with your Widow's bite. And she's like, don't worry, I think they're pretty much not really human. So Cap just goes nuts on these guys too. And Wolverine is trying to protect this woman who is supposed to be this leader that they're, who had called them. He had called Cap and to help her. And he's looking for some kind of a relic that she has. And that's why he agreed to help her. But I guess she's some kind of armor, which is why the slice didn't kill her. And the blue and purple really doesn't work. I know this is probably a previous character, but it doesn't really work. She looks kind of ugly. Even without that grimace-looking face. She's like, I have a grimace face. Can somebody turn my frown upside down? But also, Wolverine is not healing at this point. So he's healing a little bit, but not much. So they think he's dying. So anyway, they go down this, shaft, a subway shaft, and you see that the train's coming, puts the shield up to guard them, and then it passes, and they keep going to another side of Madripor, because Wolverine knows the city very well, and there's an upper side and a lower side, and the upper side is trying to take control of the lower side and stuff to that effect. So they have a big conversation, and this is where she reveals that she was the one that sent him, brought him, and then we get this kind of neat little page of this explosion happening, and they're all pushed back, and Widow kind of lands on her feet by leaping off the wall. Cap turns his shield up. And I guess they were in like a cave. So she gets kind of hit by a stalagmite and gets buried. I don't know. But anyway, we have this guy, the stalker guy comes up, and I guess he steals energy. And so whenever he touches skin, and Widow comes up to help him. We get a nice little thing where she pushes Wolverine out of the way and hits him at the same time. But he doesn't lose the sunglasses. Don't lose the sunglasses, bro. Get those Ray-Bans off. Anyway, she fires, and Cap is fighting this other guy. So I think these two villains are from the 90s. I remember seeing them before. It's a Roadhouse or something like that. And so we get this. I like the fight scene. I think it's good. And then she goes to fight the other dude, but they're like, "Don't let him touch you." But he's literally got Captain America by the head, swinging him around. Anyway, he bitch slaps her out the way, and then he rips a piece of Steve's costume off, and then connects with his skin, and then steals his energy. So Wolverine, and I noticed this right away, look at the gloves don't fit his arms anymore. So he is emaciated because the other guy stole his energy. And he goes in the back and, rips up his back, and you can see that he's emaciated, and now so is Steve. So he pulls them into the water where they can escape. So they're running for the most part now. So Widow pulls him up out of the water, and you can see that they're both emaciated. So they start a fire, and Steve is like, I can't even hold my shield anymore. But you can see that his eyes are all... I like what the artist did here, because you can definitely see that, he's got more of a Scully look. And look at Steve. He looks like he went back to his original form before the Secret Service soldier serum, super soldier serum. Say that 100 times fast. And he drops the shield and takes the flyer out. And he's like, I feel worse than what I did before I had the serum. And I guess they're going to rely on her to try to get the info they need. And then we get, a thing that comes up next. So... yeah, I really like it. I know that there's a lot of people not liking this, but I love the throwback. And I have no idea what's going to happen next, because you have two of the heroes now are pretty much out of the fight. And, of course they're going to turn back to normal, but wow. And the first issue I thought was pretty good too. And you had Jubilee and you had Psylocke in there. I thought that was all good stuff. So, yeah, I'm liking this a lot. And I think if you're going to introduce Wolverine, it's too bad. They could actually do like a just one movie where it's we had Hugh Jackman and we have Chris and we have ScarJo, and put the three of them. I know ScarJo doesn't want to come back, but the three of them together in a movie. I know it'd be expensive to bring the three of them in. But that would be amazing, man. Tell me that wouldn't make $1 billion. I still think that the new Deadpool movie is going to, break 700-800 million. So I think that movie's going to do really well. All right, so let's do a recap. I think this would be good. I like it a lot. I think, it's kind of... I think they could have gone... I think they can get more epic with those three together. But I like the interaction, and I like where the story's going. But I think they could do better if they were going to do an actual movie. I really like this a lot. Again, it's a short story, but I would love to return to this kind of world. And this Batman 89 Echoes by Sam Hamm. Let me just say that. Sam Hamm instead of Mark Guggenheim. And, it's a piece of garbage. Piece of garbage! All right, I'm going to be dropping that. In fact, as soon as I finish this video, I'm going to unsubscribe to it. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you spending time with me and hearing my tirade about movies and television and comics. And, let me know what you guys are collecting. Is there anything you guys are collecting that I should be collecting? And I am picking up like a Ghost Rider and stuff like that. I'm trying some new stuff, coming up this week as well. So I'll be doing... additional episodes this week. All right, so, and if you can, again, give me the thumbs up, give me the like, give me the subscribe, because if you're not subscribed already, why the hell not? Am I not entertaining? Do I not entertain you? And on top of that, remember that Lords of LA, my vampire mob set in 1950s Hollywood, 48-page comic. Issues 1 and issues 2 are on the Fund My Comic link in the description below. So if you want to jump in on that. And on top of that, Mark Spears, who does covers for Spawn and Power Rangers and Vampirella and stuff to that effect, he has a whole classic monster collection of art. And now we're going to be doing a card game based on that. It's a deck builder area control game. So we've been play testing that, and I just ordered my samples, and I'm still going back and forth to try to get my samples in so we can get this thing launched. All right. Anyway, I will see you guys on the next one. Check out some of my other videos.